get into it.
Lincoln Riley just kind of used the word warrior to describe kind of the player that you are. I'm just curious your mindset that you've had, battling multiple injuries this season.
Yeah, man. I mean, college football, it's a tough sport. Things are going to happen, bumps and bruises and all that stuff. I think over time, going from being a young player and playing over the years, I think that really helps build your character and build that mental toughness aspect. Because when you're coming in as a 18-year-old bright-eyed freshman, sometimes you use the word but what's injured or are you just kind of hurting, so there's definitely that kind of mindset behind it.
Dan said throughout that you got an arm and a hand and a leg or something like that really playing through for a while. I mean, just week to week, in terms of your mentality to kind of evaluate your body and see what's going on. Is there ever any thought in your head that hey, I might not play this week? What's kind of the
yeah, I mean, there's always stuff you're dealing with. That's what you got to go into the game. Are you actually hurt or is it actual injury that you're dealing with? So I think that's what you kind of have to think about it as. And every week you'll get into something new playing this game. But yeah, there's nothing specific going into the week thinking you're not playing. It's always how to get on the field kind of mindset.
E-Man said a lot of the same things yesterday. Is it a coincidence you guys are both from Wyoming, or are they pretty different out there?
Man, that's my guy. I'm so glad that he was able to battle through everything that he's been battling through as well, and I'm just really happy that kind of bring that mindset from the same cloth,
You talked about being that 18-year-old bright-eyed freshman. I'm wondering if there's anything you've just kind of learned in how taking care of your body from a week-to-week process for you, and now where you are at USC.
Yeah, 100%. When you're a freshman, you could go practice and then go sleep for 14 hours or whatever, and get up the next day feeling great or whatever it may be. But coming here to USC and over my career, I just you find things that really work for you, whether that be different kinds of treatments, different kinds of exercises that really help you specifically. And then since coming here, this training staff and this medical staff specifically, some of these trainers, man, Dustin, Lisa, Sean, Kevin, and some of the fellows, they're just awesome. They're here longer than we are sometimes, and I just got to shout them out for sure.
Yeah, so just talk to Cam and Sam, being a veteran guy in this room. You guys kind of trying to consistently develop more momentum on that pass rush. How have you seen the both of them as younger guys kind of step up in this room and once you're
Man, it's my guys. Like you said, being young and just having that edge to you. Yeah, sure, they're bright-eyed and all that stuff, but then when you actually finally get some of those first snaps out the way, you start to realize, how much every snap means and everything, and some of those butterflies start going down, and they did a fantastic job this last weekend, and I'm just really excited for them to continue working on their craft and even being more effective.
Even if you only have 1 year here, what would it mean to you to impact the development of this program going forward?
That's a great question. I think just laying the groundwork with the coaches that are here too, with Coach Henny and Coach Nua, and building that mindset and that mentality to last longer than I'm here. That means the most. That's actually what it is about. Rather than just leaving stats on a stat sheet or your jersey number, whatever it may be. But yeah, leaving that mentality is all good. So that's what it's about.
If you had to put it into words, then what kind of example do you hope your actions set for some of the younger guys?
Man, I mean, said throughout the word warrior and relentless and all that kind of. That's really what I feel like a D lineman should be and what it is in my opinion. So if that's that dog work mentality, if that's left here at this university, that's more than I'll ever need.
You obviously not going to see him next year, but what kind of player do you feel like both Cam and Sam can kind of develop into, and in terms of their grit off the edge?
I mean, the sky's the limit, man. Especially at a place in a high-level football like this. I'm just really excited for all the games that they'll be able to play in their career, and praying for staying healthy and just their continued growth. And I think that's the most important thing. Sky's the limit.
Let's do one more. It's probably been asked, what's the hardest thing you had to play through these last few weeks? What's been the biggest physical obstacle?
Oh man, I mean, just college football week in and week out. I think there's no specific thing. I think the season, is a playing college football is just one of the hardest things you can do. And over my whole career, I've just seen everything around me and everyone around me take care of their bodies and do everything. And I think that's just the consistent battle week in and week out, not one thing specifically, and just getting ready to play on a Friday or Saturday, whatever it may be.